So yesterday you come to know how to create the files, right? So that is with the one with the vi editor, another with the touch command. Okay, so in a real time daily basis we'll be using these kinds. Vi editor will be daily, you will be used. Okay, it's very important. So how to create a users, guys, in a Linux box? So whereas in your Windows, how you used to create, you can go to the control panel, right? And in user accounts, here you guys will add somewhere, it will come here. Okay, yeah, here add or use remove user accounts, right? So how to do the same in a Linux box? Okay, in order to create any users in a Linux, guys, okay, so the command is user. Once again, okay, so how to create a user add and provide the username. Okay, what's the username will give? Will give the name like a DevOps. Just the username I'm giving. Okay, okay, it is saying that DevOps user is already present. User add. Let me create a Linux as a username. Add. Okay, now what it is saying? Permission denied. Okay, and the next is cannot lock the etc password. That means the user which I am using is EC2 user. Okay, so this is the normal user, right? So yesterday, as I told you, whatever the admin related issues, admin related tasks we wants to perform, at that time we should have a root privilege. Okay, otherwise you should have a sudo permission in order to execute this. Okay, always in a Linux, root will be having the all the privileges. Okay, so for normal user, limited privilege, right? So always root will be having the all the privileges, just like he is a king in an empire, whereas a normal user, he will be having the limited access. That means only is session related task he can execute. Okay, whereas the admin privileges like creation of user passwords, so this kind of access you can't, this normal guy he cannot do that. Okay, in order to overcome this issue, what we can do is there is a one configuration file, that is a vi sudo. Okay, under this this is a one configuration file is. Okay, under this configuration file we need to add that this username in this configuration file. Okay, so then what happens, if even though if you don't have access, what you can do is you can use sudo. Okay, you can use sudo, then whatever the task you want, you can perform that. Okay, so let me show you now. So first, since I am in the currently in a EC2 user, right? Okay, so let me go to sudo -i. So in a real time, when you execute this sudo -i, it might not work, guys. Okay, because in a production servers they will disable this one. Okay, in order to go to root privilege. Okay, but for your knowledge purpose, I am saying. And this creation of users and passwords, these guys will be done by our Linux admins, guys. Okay, so enter. Okay, now you can see currently I am in a root user, right? So I will be having all the access now. Okay, so let me create a user now. User add. So username is like a Linux, the name I am giving for the user. Okay, done. Okay, and whenever one more thing is, whenever in a Linux commands, right, whenever you execute, okay, and it comes to the command prompt, okay, without throwing in any error, that indicates this command is executed successfully. Okay, otherwise you can use -v also. -v stands for verbose. Okay, so what we can do is, whatever the task it is happening in the back end, right, it will be displayed in the front end. Okay, so let me show with another example with -v. Okay, okay, now Sorry. Okay, now I have created a user called as a Linux. Okay, how to set the password for this guy, right? So again, it is totally commands, guys. Okay, so to create a password for any of the user, you can use passwd, that is a password, and provide the username linux, that is my username, right? And I hit enter. Otherwise, you can pass -v here. Okay, it is saying bad option. Okay, right? So it is changing the password for this user Linux, and here you can provide a password. And one more thing is, whatever a password you mentioned right in a Linux box, it will not visible. Okay. Okay, so I have entered, guys, and always it comes like this only: bad password, the password is shortened. Okay, don't worry about that. Okay, we need to add this user. Why? Because in order to get the root privileges. Okay, so fine. So where is this file? It is in a, the file name is called as a vi sudo, VISUDO. One second, guys, this session expired itself. Okay, so the file name is called as a vi sudo. Okay, VISUDO. Okay, enter. So this is the configuration file, guys, and be careful whenever you make any changes in the configuration file. Please take a proper backup first. Okay, backup in the sense, it is not like big deal. Okay, just copy paste the in another location. Okay, like cp this same file. Okay, vi sudo, and keep a backup like this. Okay, VISUDO. Okay, if anything goes wrong, you can keep this file back here. Okay, bkp. So what is the date today? 7, right? 7/06/2020. Okay, cannot start VS with no such file or directory. cp VIS. Okay, so I need to go into this location, guys. Okay, it will be available in this location /etc sudo. Okay, so this is what the file. So in order to take this file back up, you can use like this. So in order to copy any of the files, guys, in a Linux, you can use cp. Okay, cp stands for copy. So keep this file backup same, it's in the same location. In any other location, no, there is no issues. Okay, underscore bkp. So 07/06/2020, right? Enter. Okay, so this file will be under backup. Okay, if you want, you can verify that. So go into this etc file. Okay, and search for, and you can search any. Okay, here you can see n number of files is there, guys, right? In order to filter this one, okay, you can use ls ls-ltr is a normal command, right? So in order to filter this one, you can use pipe symbol. So this is called as a pipe symbol. So what it indicates is whatever the input will be available right here, it will be passed to this command. Okay. Whatever the output of this first command, it will be passed to this command. Okay, and then use a more. Okay, why why ls-ltr in order to list out all the files. Okay, because in a etc directory there is a n number of files here, right? Okay, but you can see only these many files I can able to view now. Okay, so whereas in the upside, okay, there is n number of files is there, see. Okay, so these files I am unable to see here. Okay, it is not visible for me. Okay, in order to do that I am using more. Okay, so ls-ltr ls-ltr is used to list out all the files in the last recent changed file. Okay, and use pipe symbol. Okay, and use more in order to filter that. So what this more will do is it will display all the files page by page, so line by line here. Okay, enter. Okay, you can see total 1224 files is there in this etc location. Okay, you can see these are the files, right? So you want to go for the next step, just enter, enter, enter. It will come like this. Okay, sorry. Okay, so it will display all the files, guys. Okay, but in order to search in all the 1022 4 files, okay, I want to search only for my file, right? So whereas in your Windows computer you can search it out here, okay, in a search box, right? So whereas in a Linux you can use the same filter command. Okay, so ls-ltr, what file you want to search, like sudo words file, right? You can use sudo. Okay, and sudo. Okay, and keep star here. Okay, and enter. So whatever the files matching with sudo later on, whatever it is, okay, it will list out all the files. Okay, you can see this is a sudo's file, and this is what the file which I have took the backup, right? Clear, guys? Any doubts? Okay, okay, so open this file vi. So as I told you guys, in order to open this files and all, we can use the vi editor. Okay, yes, Omya. When I type vi sudo, so with which user you are trying? I'm getting which operating system you are using? It is not like that Windows. Okay, you have to use in a Linux. That is what I'm saying, right? See, Linux commands is different, Windows commands is different. You need, so whatever the commands which I'm executing, no, I'm in Linux. What is the error? I'm getting etc sudo temp. So just try like this. Okay, vi sudo. Okay, try this. Okay, otherwise vi slash etc, sorry, slash etc slash sudo ers. Okay, try this. if it is a Red Hat, okay, Linux, can you use inside git bash which Linux is based only internally? Yeah, for commands practicing you can use that, no issues, okay, but whereas this configuration and all, it won't be available, it's, I think, okay, because I haven't checked that. Okay, so vi sudo, you can sorry, you can execute like this only, guys. Okay, vi sudo, you can, I think the same error it seems, right? etc sudo temp unchanged. Okay, because I have just exited from this, one, right? Any playground for Linux we can find online like Kubernetes is there. No, Sumit, okay, you need to practice it on a Linux box only. Okay, so whatever the commands I'm saying, right? So just practice it out. It's more than enough. Okay, in a real time, you'll be using the same commands only. Okay, so let me open my file. So you can execute directly like vi sudo, or else you can use vi and go to the exact location, that is the etc and sudo file, right? And done. Okay, so in this file, guys, you can see there is n number of thing is there. Okay, Linux is very heavy. I don't want to install as it reduces speed up. What, Sumit? I didn't get you.
Hello. Actually, I'm basically on Windows. So on Windows, I need to add a virtual machine for Linux, right? So
See that.
it will.
One second. One second. So for that only, yesterday I told you to create a account in AWS, right? See, even I'm also using the Windows machine only. Okay, in order to work on that, I'm created a machine in AWS. So it is in a cloud. You don't want to install, okay, it will not install in your machine. Okay, so this instance will be running in a cloud. Okay, so only thing is, you should have an internet to access your machine. It is not installing in your computer. Okay, clear, Sumit?
Yeah, clear.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, so this file will be having the n number of things is there, right? So I want to search for only for what the thing, what do you call, for one item, or one name or some words I want to search here. Okay, whereas in the vi editor, so in a vi editor, guys, you need to try this command. Okay, there is a forward slash and provide whatever the name you want to search. Okay, just mention like this and hit enter. Okay, it will search for the file, whatever the word you mention here, right? So that thing it will search in a file, guys. Okay, so first thing, if you enter, it will show the first one. Okay, if you want to go for the second one, okay, then you need to enter n. Okay, n like this, just hit enter n. Okay, it will go for the next matching value there. Okay, so here you can see, yeah, this is my file. So I want to search for a root here, because in order to add the this normal user, right? Okay, so press forward slash like this. You can see it is asking for the word now. So search for root here, because after root only I need to add this. Okay, enter. So where it is showing in the first two lines, you can see here it is showing, right? So I don't want this one. Press en. Then where it is showing, where is the cursor? Yeah, in the same line only, second one. Now it has came. Yeah, here you can see allow root to run any commands anywhere, right? So here after this, you can see they have mentioned the root. Okay, just in after this one, we need to mention our username here. Enter. So what is the username? Linux. Okay, that is my username, and then copy paste this. Just copy it out. Okay, right. So now whatever the privileges is having for the root, right? So those privileges will also be available for our Linux guys. Why is Ansible mentioned here? Because in my last session I have used this one, Sumit. Okay, hence it is there. So escape, shift, colon, WQ in order to save and quit here. Enter. What it is saying? Overwrite and it. Okay. Escape, shift, colon, WQ and put this mark. Okay. So now I have done this configuration. Okay. In order to reflect this, let me restart my machine here. And one more configuration file. Let me show you guys. We can see currently in the AWS. So I'm connecting using this command here, right? Okay. I don't want to use this one. Okay. I want to log in using my username and password here. Okay. Not with the this command. In order to overcome this issue, there is a one configuration file in a location called as etc slash ssh slash sshd underscore config. So this is a one configuration file guys. Okay, here we need to make some changes. So vi slash etc slash ssh slash sshd underscore config. Okay, so hit enter. Okay, come down, you'll find the password, something you'll find. Yeah, you can see here, right? So by default I have made this one as yes guys. Okay, so by default whenever you create any instance in the AWS, right, so this will be mentioned like no. Okay, it will be like this in a default whenever you create any instance in a Linux, so in a AWS. Okay, so in order to use username and password for your machine guys, what you need to do is change this one. Okay, no to yes, make it as yes. Okay, and then save this file. So how to save? So press escape, shift colon WQ. Okay, when you done this one, okay, just restart your machine. Okay, in order to reflect the changes. So how to use? So press as per the our init run levels I told you, right? Just you init 6, it will restart your machine. Enter. So let me close this. So now what I will do, I will go to this console, take the IP address here. Okay, you can see IPv4 IP address is here, right? Copy this IP address. Okay, go to a putty. Okay, or else this mobile stop, anyone. Okay, you can use this git bash also using this command. Okay, there is no issue, just click on this, you will get this command, you can log in. Okay, but in order to log in using username and password, you can use putty or mobile stop. So mobile stop, we can use the multiple terminals here. Okay, hence I am using this one. So click on this. Just a second, there are a lot of options there. In offices, we use putty only. First time saw this mobile extra. Yeah, I'm using both. Okay, so click on this session. You will get this option like a SSH, Telnet, okay, RDP, VNC, SFTP, ETC, SSH, SSH config. Okay, so take the IP address of this machine, right, and go to your mobile desktop or your putty, no issues. Okay, so click on this SSH. Okay, it will ask you for the remote host. Provide the IP address here. Okay, and hit enter. Okay, and now you can see it is asking for username. You can provide the username. So I have created the username called as a Linux. Okay, enter, and it is asking for the password now. Linux, Linux, right? No, fine. See guys, now I have can able to log in using the username and password, not with the our pen file, guys. So the advantage of using this SSH underscore config, not yes, sorry guys, okay, I'm sitting openly, hence some disturbances there. SSH underscore config, not. What is the error, Chaitanya? Opening blankly means that means you are not in a root, Soumya. Okay, you have to come to root. Mine is only 4 GB, guys. Okay, Sumit, what's your error? Soumya, I didn't get you. Can you share your screen? I think you can't share your
I know
screen.
it should be SSHD underscore config, not dot
Yeah,
for
it's a
Soumya.
SSHD underscore config only, right? So what she is
Underscore, right?
trying?
Underscore,
Yeah,
right?
underscore.
She's
Yes,
trying
yes.
dot. She's trying dot. That's why it is creating a new file. That's why it is blank.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. SSHD underscore config, Soumya, it is. So man, yes, but not, don't worry, don't mistake me. Okay, so what I'm saying is, so while taking the session now, you just concentrate on the session. Okay, later on you can practice it out. Okay, parallelly you can't do that. Okay, so anyhow you, this session will be recording and you will get it in a Google Drive. No worries about that. Sorry, okay, don't mistake me. I'm just what do you call, asking you to concentrate on the session. Okay, not the, I mean, you're practicing it out. but it is not a correct one, right? First concentrate, first understand, then you can do it on your own. Okay, and I'm giving the notes and recorded session, everything will be available, don't worry. Okay, so fine, yes, now you can see I have successfully logged into my session. Okay, and with the username and password, guys, not with the pen file, right? Okay, so let me clear my screen. So guys, I have created a okay, one more thing here. How I will come to know how many users is there here. In order to identify that, so there is a one directory called as a slash home. Okay, okay, one second, let me show you. Okay, so in a my computer, guys, okay, so here in a D drive, let's say I'm in an E drive. Okay, I wants to go into this E drive, sorry, key pair location. How we are doing? By doing double click, right? It will go into that particular directory. Okay, so whereas in a Linux box, okay, there is a one command called as a cd. Okay, cd is the command. So cd stands for change directory. Cd stands for change directory. Okay, so use this command cd and provide that directory name in order to change your directory. Okay, in order to log in into that directory. Okay, and in order to find the path here, you can see, so currently if you click on this, you'll find the location here where I'm, it is in a each drive key pair, right? So here also in the Linux box, the command is pwd. Okay, pw stands for present working directory. Present working directory. Okay, fine. So now, okay, in order to find how many users is there, so just go into this directory slash, yeah. So currently I'm in a home directory. How to find this one? You can use pwd. That is a present working directory. Okay, under this home, how many directories will be available, guys, right? Okay, let's execute ls-ltr. You can see, so these are all the directories here. How to identify? You can see d here in the starting, right? So this indicates these are all the directories. Okay, so now how many directories is there in this slash home directory? Those many users are available in this Linux box, guys. Okay, in order to identify how many users is there in a Linux box, you can come to this location slash home. Under that, how many directories are there? So those many users are there in this machine, guys. Okay, so fine, so let's go back. Okay, now currently you can see, guys, I'm in a Linux, right? This is a username. Okay, so now I want to log in into the, I want to switch to the this user. Okay, Ansible user. That means in the somewhere someone has asked how to log off here, right? Okay, you can use, I need to switch from Linux user to Ansible user. Okay, so you can execute su stands for switch. Okay, hyphen, right? And then provide the username. Okay, Ansible, that is my username here. Okay, enter. So obviously it will ask you for this user's password here. Okay, you provide that, right? See, now I have logged into Ansible user. Okay, previously I was in a Linux user. So how I switch? Su hyphen Ansible, not Ansible, that is a username. Basically syntax is su hyphen provide the username you want to switch. Okay, and then it will ask you for the password, then provide a password. Okay, if you are in a root, guys, this will not ask any password for you. Okay, so let me show you. Okay, okay, currently I'm in a Ansible user. In order to go back, you can just execute exit here. It will go back to Linux user. Enter. Okay, so now again I came back to Linux user now. Okay, so in order to go to this root user, so use sudo hyphen I. Okay, see, now I came to root user. Okay, so now let me try to switch again back to Ansible user, guys. Since I'm in a SIBLE. Okay, so since I'm in a root user, it will not ask for the password for me. So when I was in a Linux, when I try to switch, it asks the password, right? So right now I'm in a root user. When I try to switch, it will not ask. Okay, you can see, it has directly logged it. Why? Because root is having all the privileges. He can do anything, anywhere. Okay, like a king, he can go anywhere, right? He don't want any privileges or any restrictions. Nothing will be there, right? In his empire, here also in the same manner, right? Any difficulty, guys, in understanding these things? Okay, that's good, Soumya. Username, how to manage teaching with your job? How do you manage teaching with your job? See, mine will be, my office starts from 10:30. Okay, I used to log in at 10:30 and log out around 6 o'clock. Okay, I can manage that. Any of Saturdays and Sunday will be off only, right? Can you please answer my question? What was the question, Swami? Username not found. So where you are currently? See, you are in a root, right? First execute cd/home. Okay, first you enter this. Okay, under this directory you search for ls-ltr. Okay, under this location, how many directories are there? So those many users will be available. If the users are there, otherwise no. Because in my case there was I have created some of the users here, hence it is visible for me. Okay, okay, good. Okay, and anyhow, if you want, you can use the clear command in order to clear your screen. Okay, clear your screen in the sense clear your terminal. Okay, 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 fine, guys. Now, yeah. So let's say in this is your machine. In this machine, you wants to install any of the packages here. Packages in the sense your softwares, right? So in a Red Hat, guys, so it is different in different operating systems. Okay, so it is in a Red Hat, you can execute yum install, okay, and provide the package name, whatever the package name you want to install, okay, and provide -y, okay, in order to install. Why we are using -y in the sense, okay, so when you execute this command, it will ask you for the user input whether it has to install or no. Okay, in order to avoid that, we are passing this extra parameter -y. So -y stands for yes, it has to install. Okay, so let's do that. So yum install, guys, it is visible or no? Otherwise I will use the git bash only. I don't know whether I can maximize the commands here or no. It's visible, right? Okay, thank you. So m install any package name. Let's say okay, currently I'm using the vi editor, right? Okay, so the upgraded version of the vi editor is vim. Okay, so you can see when I execute the vim here, it is saying vim command not found. That means vim application is not installed in this machine here. Okay, so let's install that. So how we can install? Using yum install. Okay, vim is the package name. So I will not use the hyphen y guys here. Okay, there is a hyphen s, I will not provide. Okay, and let's see the difference here. Okay, so just I'm giving yum install hyphen y. Okay, enter. It will throw what it is saying. This command has to run under the root user. Okay, but currently I'm in a linux user. In order to override this, you can use sudo here. So sudo will give the root privileges for this linux user. Okay, so it will not come for all the users guys. So who are all the users we have mentioned in a sudoers file, right? Only for those users this sudo will execute, otherwise no. Okay, so let's enter. I think it will throw an error guys. Because it is connecting to Zabbix official repository. Yes, yes Sumit. Sorry guys, it is throwing some error because I have configured the Zabbix in this machine. Okay, so it is connecting to Zabbix official repository. Okay, so hence this is the error. Let's try using sudo. Sorry, this one root. So m install vim. Again, same error, guys. Okay, let me show in the next class. Next class, this one. Okay, so it is. I have dedicated. I have dedicatedly kept for this Zabbix server only. Okay, I will not make any changes here. Okay. Okay, in a Windows machine, guys, you can see there is a event viewer. Okay, in order to check any logs, any errors, whatever the issues happened in your machine, you can verify this one. What is that? Init I, yeah. Where it is init I? Sudo -i. Okay, so in the event viewer, guys, you will find all the information regarding your machine here. There is any errors with your application, any errors with your Windows box, anything. Okay, each and everything will be available under this event viewer, guys. Okay, in a Windows box, right? So whereas the same in a Linux machine, okay, so there is a one directory called as a var. Okay, under that log. Okay, go into this directory, you will find n number of logs here. Okay, so these are all the log files which is generated, guys, here. Okay, so let's say you want to search always session related messages here. Okay, or session related task, you can find it out in a secure one. Okay, and cron job, you can see the cron job here, right? So cron job is the one, it is used to schedule the jobs automatically. Okay, let's say you are working for any database or something. Okay, if you want to take the backup for every day at in the midnight around 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. like that. Okay, so you can write a one script, okay, and schedule it in a cron. Okay, so every day at that particular time this script will be done, script will be executed automatically. Any scheduler, okay, just mention it out in a cron job. Okay, and you can see this is a secure one. See guys, you can see now this is showing 566, yeah, 56690, right? So I don't know how much value it is, right? So in order to overcome this issue, you can use h here, ls-lt-h. So h, it will show in a human readable format. Okay, enter. Now you can see it is showing 554k, that means 554 kb it is. Okay, so you can see here it is obviously this is not here, the d is not there, that it indicates this is a file, not directory here, right? Okay, so it will be, and this is a logs here guys basically, right? So it will be upgrading automatically. Okay, whatever the task is happening in the backend, right, all these things will be saved in this section. Okay, there is in a secure one. Okay, in order to open this one, okay, use tail. Okay, tail. Okay, you can provide 10f, okay, whatever the numbers you want, and provide this file name secure. Okay, it will show the last 10 lines here. You can see it was authentication was failure for some user. Okay, and failed something is there. Okay, so if you use this value guys, only last 10 lines it will be shown guys. Okay, in order to, so what it says, so logs will be generating continuously. Okay, in order to check that one, okay, you can use the same command, but don't use any values here. Okay, just use -f, it will be continuously, it will be logging in. Okay, here it is not showing anything because I'm the user, I am logged in here, right? So backend nobody is doing anything here, right? Hence nothing is showing here. Can you please repeat on secure one? Okay, so secure is a one secured logs guys. Okay, so this will be referred whenever the system administrator, okay, so whatever the user is doing whatever the task, right, so those related information will be available in a secure logs. Okay, this is a file name. Okay, in order to view that, you can use the tail 10f secure. Okay, 10f in the sense last 10 lines it will show. If you want to check continuously, you can just use -f, don't provide any value here. Okay, so it will continuously, it will be logging in, generating the logs, and we can able to fetch those logs. This is for secure one. So if anything goes wrong with your machine, you can check this secure logs. Okay, and there is one more file called as a cron here. Okay, so this is, as I told you, the cron related job it will show. So yeah, when you execute like this guys, it will not come to the command prompt. Okay, you can execute, you can press Control C, it will come to the command prompt here. Okay, so let me check in which path will get this secure file. Okay, I don't have it in a root. RPM is stands for Red Hat Package Manager, Sumit. Okay, it is if you're some of the time we will be installing the RPM packages here. Okay, so those related information will be available in that one. And Soumya, it will be available in this. Okay, so just tell me what is the command to check the current location here. So as I already told you, yes, correct. So execute that. Okay, so where it is, var log, under this location you will find all these logs. What is that SSSD? So this is all related to system related information, Sumit. Okay, so our what do you call this one, Linux admin will be having should have use, it will be useful for them only. Okay, I don't know about the SSD. Control plus scroll up to zoom in to move extra. Control plus scroll up to zoom in. It is not happening. No, Chaitanya, it is not working. Okay, so let's exit here. So are you people getting, guys, right? If I am fast, let me know, guys. I will go still slow. Okay. Okay. Hmm. So secure will have the logs of, yes, logs of your sessions. Okay, guys, fine. Okay. Okay, so let's say, guys, whenever you log in into your machine, right, if you want some message to be displayed here, like some banners, you will find it right in your machine. So whenever you are logging into your machine, it will be showing that this property belongs to so and so, and unrestricted users can be prohibited. Some messages will be displaying, right? Okay, so how it will come here? So basically there is a one configuration file here that is in a etc motd. Okay, motd, yeah. So MOTD stands for message of the day. Okay. So whenever you log in into your machine, that messages will be displayed to you. Okay. So press I, it will come in insert mode and write whatever the name you want. Okay. And whatever content you want here. Okay. So let's say welcome to Linux session. Okay. Escape colon WQ. See, guys, it is not allowing me to save this file because this is a configuration file. Okay. It is not allowing me to edit here. Okay, just exit and use sudo for this one. Again, whenever you face like permission related issue, just use sudo. Okay, which I already mentioned here. Okay, let me edit this one. Okay, escape colon wq. Okay, whenever you log in into this machine, that message will be displayed for you. Okay, so you can, here only I can connect using one more session. Connect as Linux. Fine guys, you can see welcome to Linux session. Okay, so it will be available in the location called as a, almost all the configuration will be available in /etc only guys, keep it in mind. Okay, and the file name is called as motd, that is a message of the day. Okay, okay guys, fine. So there is no files right now, okay, in my session, in my current location here. There is in a /home/Linux. Okay, so you guys know how to create a files now. Okay, then how to create a directories here. So these are all the directories, right? So in your Windows file, you can do a right click and click on new, and you'll get the folder. You can able to create it, right? So whereas in a Linux box, it is not like that. Okay, so for that you can use the command called mkdir. So mk stands for make and dir stands for directory. So basically mkdir and provide the directory name here. So let's use the directory name is called as a DevOps. Okay, let's use -v guys. Okay, because whenever I execute this command, it is creating automatically, but in the backend is not, we are not understanding what exactly is happening, right? Okay, so in order to overcome this issue, you can use -v. So -v stands for verbose. Okay, so -v stands for verbose. Okay, so let's enter what it is showing, mkdir created directory DevOps. Okay, if you don't provide this -v here, just hit enter, that's directly created. Okay, -v will show whatever the task it is happening in a backend. Okay, so now you can check the files directories. You can ls-lt here, since it is showing the d here, right? So that indicates directory, it is not a file. Okay, so how to remove this file, or else how to delete this file directories here. Okay, so mk is for make directory, again rm is for remove directory, rmdir and provide the directory name. Okay, -v. Okay, it has removed the directory, this one. Okay, okay guys, fine. So you guys practice it out, all these commands. Okay, so in the next session we'll start with the advanced commands. Okay, so I have already shared the notes to Durga Soft. I will inform them, okay, to forward it to you guys. Okay, so you can see I have already mentioned here, kindly share the notes to all the students overall attended. Okay, so I have shared the notes. I will inform them to forward it to you guys. Okay, so in the next session we'll catch up, okay, with the advanced commands and all. Okay guys, bye then. Have a happy weekend. Take care. Bye. Any messages? Any query? Okay, just practice it out, guys. Okay, bye then. Next week we'll catch up, guys. Okay, bye. Happy weekend. Bye.